Straight to business. All right, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me on the chat. Okay, nice one. So today I'll be marking up with you guys today, and ahead of what we are expecting. I had some markup today, and today in the market there was no really much of an opportunity, except for a few couple of opportunities that I missed. But I took NZD USD buy, so I was able to make about 30 pips on the NZD USD buy. I took only NZD USD, but I didn't call out the signal. I didn't call signal today because it's Monday. I'm just like, oh, every Monday I keep losing every Monday. So I just like, oh, today I'm not gonna call any signal. Let me just take trade on my own. And I took SDUS. I made like 30 pips on it today. So starting with DXY, and we'll be analyzing everything. And let's just get rid of the whole thing. So I usually analyze the market by this time. Once the market is closed for the day, 10 o'clock, I usually do that 10 o'clock at time. Yes, of course, DXY is 2 hours ahead, so it's remaining 2 hours to close. So yeah, so DXY came down. Today we had a pin bar. We had a pin bar last week on Friday close, and then we pushed down. But all of this is a corrective phase. We have to pay attention to all the things I said last week. This is a corrective phase to continue to go down. And also you can see we are having this low right here. We have higher low right here. So when we're analyzing the market, that's why it's best for us to stay neutral, because when we're expecting anything, we also have a structure right here that we might see the XY reject from to the upside. So price action on lower time frame is going to tell us what's going to happen next. Okay, because if you are saying, oh, this is a whole correction, yeah, it's a correction, but also we are having higher lows. And when we start to have higher lows like that, it means the market wants to start continue going up. Okay, so I'm not just going to do anything on daily. Let me just leave that for you now. Let's go to 4 hour time frame straight up. And on 4 hour time frame, what can we see? So when DSY was there, I was like, we break to the upside or the downside. But with EU setup, so I knew DXY is going to come up. So we have lows right here. We have lows right here. We have lows right here also that we want to see how it's going to react right here. And then we have highs right here also. Okay, we can just use this one for now. And we can see how price is moving. Just in case I'm lagging or you can't hear me at some point, please make sure you let me know in the chat. Okay, so what can we see on EU 1 hour? We love to take our trades on 1 hour, and we are close to that low. We didn't really make it to that low right there. All of these are like zones, Okay, it's going to be like this zone. Want to see how price is going to react there. Okay, well, let's just leave it like this for line, but I just want us to be on the same page. That's why I'm doing it like that. So we had this earlier on, and I was like, oh, DXY, what's going to happen next? Are we going to reject or we're going to drop? So there was no signal then, because some people were like, oh, this thing is going up. I'm going to start buying USD because of they see some weeks right here, and it's not making sense. Okay, I always say we should wait for impulse and then take the first correction. Okay, and then sometimes it's very difficult for us to wait for that because we want to be involved in the trade, and because we get this fear of missing out thing. And to be honest, when we are scared of missing out on a particular trade, that's when it's going to go the other way around, and we won't be involved in the trade one way or the other. So DXY is obviously giving us this lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We came back, we broke this low. So can we correct and keep dropping? This is obviously a downtrend. as you can see, guys. Okay, with market structure that we have now is GXY is a downtrend. We broke this particular low right here. So are we going to correct to continue to go to the downside, at least get to this low and maybe target this low? Okay, because we can see on the daily time frame is a corrective phase. So we don't know what's going to happen next. We're just going to wait for price action to tell us what's going to happen next. So we had this strong break to the downside. Okay, so that was what I'll be looking at for now. That, oh yeah, we had a strong breakout to the downside already. That breakout, that candle that broke the downside, strong one. So that might just be, oh, we are imposing back up. We are creating a flag to continue going up. But for me, I won't call that a flag because I won't take it. Why? Because we didn't break a particular high. So let's say for an instant we broke out of here impulsively, and then I'll be interested in taking a bullish flag from there, okay, to go up. But for now, since we are trading below that structure right there, so I'm still seeing this as a bear market for now. We might want to retest that structure that we broke out of, and price will love to pull down to the downside, okay? Or that might just be a middle section for, it might just be a middle section like this to complete a bearish flag, big one, and then drop. So you have to be ready for price action. But to me, on DXY, I'll stay neutral on DXY for now because there's no clear signal yet. But we just have to work with what we have, right? And looking at the structure, we'll see price broke out of this low, and we'll be looking for correction for a continuation to the downside. So if I see a clear signal to say, then I'm looking more on the sell side than the buy side, but I'm neutral, which means whichever opportunity presents itself, then we're gonna go for it. So we move to the next pair, GU. So I have this on my GU markup, and in post correction, there was no setup. Some people told me they took GU buy, but to me, there was no setup on GU at all. Okay, there was no setup on GU at all. No setup. I sent this to the group. There was no entry. If you want to buy, guys, make sure you are buying at a low price. If you want to sell, make sure you are selling at a high price. So there's no point for me to be buying a particular pair when we are already close to the previous high right here. And why would I want to buy to around it when we're close there? So that's why I would love it to come down, because it's an uptrend, because it has rejected here before, and this is 50% fib level. So we might get a double bottom, and then we'll start to go up from there. Makes sense? Or otherwise, price would love to come back to 618 level, and then we'll see what's going to happen from there. But don't forget, as we are looking for buying opportunity, a selling opportunity might be presenting itself as well. That's why we have to stay neutral in the market. Yeah, this is 618 level right here. We're looking at this 786 level also, because we have a structure right there that we can see here. Obviously, price have rejected here, rejected, more like a nice structure for a continuation to the upside. If I should bring that down, that zone, we see how it's close to 786 level right there for a continuation to the upside. But that is just a bias. Doesn't mean that is what's going to happen. We have to be prepared, because this also might be giving us a selling opportunity also that we have to be prepared for. So whichever one happens, because this might end up being a double top right here. See, we might be having this double top formation right here, and this is just moving up correctively, as you can see right here. So if we get a breakout, or me, I wouldn't want to take a risk entry. I keep losing money each time I'm taking risk entry, so I don't want to do risk entry. I just like a continuation, and that would be nice for me personally. So I'll be interested in an impulsive push to the downside, just like this candle here, strong one, and then I'll wait to take the first correction for a continuation to the downside, if that will be a selling opportunity. But for now, we don't have anything yet. Okay, if I'm gonna buy, I'm not interested in buying anywhere around there. If I'm gonna buy, I'm interested in buying right here, a potential double bottom right here. If I'm gonna buy, a potential double bottom, or I'll be looking at structure where I've seen price rejected before to buy. Because those prices, they are lower than me buying at the top right there. Doesn't make sense to me. Okay. So for now, we just have to wait for price to give us something that we are familiar with. Okay. Price have to give us something that we are familiar with, then we'll go for it. Euro JPY, what am I seeing here? EJ. Yeah, I gave you guys this already. We'll be looking to buy EJ. Yeah, I gave you guys this already. To buy EJ because looking at the 4 hour time frame, I was bearish on EJ as of last week, but over the weekend I did some review on my trade and I get to realize that, oh my god, why am I selling EJ? I'm supposed to be buying because this is obviously an uptrend. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys. Yeah, using this pen brush, you can see we had this downtrend movement and then we have a strong push to the upside, higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, same high, same low. So long as we are still above here, I should be looking to buy. So I was like, oh, let me say, though I made a little bit of profit, but I didn't close them. Just came against me to hit my stop loss. So it doesn't make sense for me to buy an uptrend environment. Now we have a higher high. So what are we expecting? Higher low to continue with this trend. So I hope this 4 hour trend I just show you guys makes sense. Okay. And what I did here on 1 hour, you can see we broke out of a high. That was the previous high right there. We broke out of this previous high, and that is signifying just like what we did right here. You can see how we broke out of this high right here. We broke out, we got a high that was higher than this, and price corrected for a continuation to the upside. So since we broke out of this, I'm expecting a push to the downside and just a corrective movement, and then we keep going higher. And that's one of the trade I'll be looking at tomorrow. I knew it's not going to happen today because of lack of momentum. So it was going up, and especially during the New York session, and some people got involved in the buy though. I guess hope they took profit. You're buying at the high, it doesn't make sense. And I think it was EU. So when we get to EU, I'm going to show you guys some things. So it makes sense. I'll be looking from this impulse now to this right here. I'm going to do this one week to week because we had another high that was higher than that previous one. So let's see how price will react at 618. Let's see just come lower than. So if I see a lovely rejection candle there, I'll be looking to go in. At this zone, I want to sell. I want to buy at that zone in between. Okay. So I'll be looking at that on EJ. So USD, JPY, I had a buying opportunity markup on this year, but there was no strong trade for me. If I'm to buy there, I need to see a candle that is different from all these candles, and there's nothing there. This is signifying that price might want to keep pushing to the downside. But you never can tell. If you see, especially, I'm going to be looking at 4 hour time frame because market structure on UJ, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. We need a new high right here. Okay. If we want to continue to go to the upside, but if we break out of this particular place, this is just simple market structure, guys. If we break out of here, then we're going to have a correction for the continuation to the downside. Simple. But based on the trend that we are in right now, even if we've seen this was moving sideways a little bit, yeah, we're still in an uptrend within, so you have to be looking for a buy in an uptrend. Okay, and you can see that on the 4 hour time frame right there. So 1 hour, no price action here to buy because I drew a trend line. I drew a trend line there, and I told you guys if we have strong breakouts, I did some like this. So looking to buy, but there was nothing like that. So wait for clear signal. EJ, EA are not really bad thing. Just looking at this kind of messy because we've seen prices just moving sideways. Okay, but on 4 hours, what can you see? We are correcting to create a flag and just like this one. So if you trade EA, you're looking to sell, but for me, I don't trade these guys. So I will prefer E card. It's just there, but it's too messy for me. So I don't like it. Don't like it. EA, this one pain me. I missed this flag. I had this markup today. This so clear and lovely. So I was expecting more of flag to form right there, and it happened so early. I was expecting this to happen maybe by 12 or 1 p.m. By then we'll have normal a lot of candles, 68 hours candle to break to the upside because obviously it's an uptrend. And to be honest, I was seeing this to come back to the low, and I was looking at this structure right here. And when it was correcting, I was like, yo, impulse, swing low. So I was looking at that 618 level that was in line with this structure right there. Okay, so I was like, oh man, if we pull back there, we gonna go up. And we did over 60 pips. I saw that and I felt like crying because I missed it. I saw the trade, it was a sweet one. And guess what? What did price do? Price didn't really come to TP was hit because take profit has to be the next high, and you can see I TP got hit. So there's no point in holding a trade like this because TP got hit. So this was like a flag. I missed it and I was expecting to come down, but guess what? Price just decided to retest this structure and took off from there. Hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Showing me my internet is somehow. So I just want to confirm if you guys. All right, perfect. Thank you, Tosi. Let me share back again. So what am I looking for on E card now? Since that one has already gone played out. To be honest, I don't know. I just have to wait for a clear signal. Okay, because I've seen E card look strong push the upside, push back to the downside. A lot strong push the upside, strong push back to the downside. So I'm saying, all right, thank you. So I'm saying I don't know what's gonna happen next because this have been doing push up, strong push down. You can see obviously with your eyes, strong push to the upside, strong push to the downside, strong push to the upside, strong push to the downside, upside, downside, upside, downside. So ECAD, that is how ECAD have been moving for a while. So that's why you have to take profit at the next high or low. So for those that took profit, if you took the trade though, because I missed it, that was your take profit. No time to remain inside because this thing is going up and down. So it might even come down to this low again. You never can tell because that's what have been happening based on price action. So this particular you just have to follow the recent impulse right here. Like I said, this is also an impulse because we've seen this guy rejecting from a high and impulsively too strong candle. And then we had that like 15 minutes correction we are dropping. So the E card might appear, you say, oh, you want to trade 618 with this. Doesn't work. If you see a flag, go for it. Up or down. Okay, just like we had this flag right here, go for it. We had this flag right here, go for it. Bullish flag right here, go for it. We have more like a flag after a twin pole, but this one came back to below, go for it, and so on and so forth. EU. So Mohammed posted on the group today about this flag and was like later messaging me like what's happening in EU, and I was like, bro, what are you asking me? I don't know what happened. Price move. Okay. So this you can he called this a flag, but that's not a flag. It's corrected. Yeah, price was correcting to continue to push the upside, but this is not really a flag. It didn't really do much, except you want to look at it on lower time frame, and you know if you want to look at it on let's say 30 or 15 minutes, 30 minutes is not still clear. On 15 minutes, which you can see it's not still clear. Why? Because of how we came up correctively, like an ascending channel to this particular high. Maybe we want to pull back small to go up. So, but then you see how the candle, and all of a sudden, boom. So that's why I said there was no clear signal to Mohammed, when he said what happened on E. No clear signal. To be honest, I was looking to buy, or I was looking to buy at somewhere around here, this zone. I was looking to buy around here. I was looking to see if that guy would have pulled back then, and then I'll be looking to buy. But that's why I didn't send. You guys are not surprised. Every day I send EU markup, but today I didn't send because the signal wasn't clear yet. That's why I didn't send. So EU still on that. What do I see on EU? I'm neutral with EU, just like I'm neutral with the DXY. Okay, because it does vice versa of what the DXY is doing. So the opposite here. So now I'm just neutral. Okay, even if I understand the 4 hour time frame, the big corrective phase. You can see all of these are just big sideways movements happening on that time frame. So um I'll be looking to buy, but yes, in a situation like this, we want to buy at a low price. So we don't want to buy at a high price. But if price gives us a reason that we want to still go up, yeah, then just wait for it to happen. And then go for it when it creates a flag that you can connect your two touch to, and more like this. Yes, it's giving you room that now we want to go up now. Then we're going up. But for now, I'm neutral. I'll just have to see what price is going to do on E. I'm just gonna leave that one. EJ, I missed this one. I was gonna buy after that sideways movement, but there was no clear entry. I saw, but this was dope, but there was no clear entry for me. At that zone right there, price is rejecting where we've seen price reject before after all of this drop. See all those also came in there and started to create a pattern. Okay, like this reversal pattern that you can see. So you can see that's a reversal pattern. That's also a continuation pattern. Also, it's looking like a flag that is not set. Okay, so just because EG, you know, loves to create wicks a lot on high time frame. So I knew that was a structure. Then I knew either way we're going to retest. If we break to the downside, we're going to give a correction to drop. If we break to the upside, so I was like waiting for that correction, but all of a sudden it just left to that mirror. So I was like, oh, waiting for that. That's why you guys can see. I had this structures marked up like this. So I was waiting for price to penetrate and then reject back to the upside. So I'll buy. It went up. So it's moving correctly, so it might come down, but at least if you cut the buy around here, that's about 35, so it's not bad. EN. Okay. So EN. EN, nothing really, just prices at a particular low. We might see some rejection from there. We've seen already price came to this low, and that was the target from last week. So once see price action, what's really happening here? Is it giving us something clearer? We have strong push to the upside. Are we correcting now for a continuation to the downside? To the upside, sorry, because we can see obviously we broke out of this structure right there. And then impulse correction, continuation, because we broke out of this high. So we're expecting a pullback to start going up. So that might be a lovely time to enter EN if somebody is interested in, but this one, their peak count is really, really mad. So I would love to see. I'll just wait on it. Okay. But EN, if we get any pullback to this zone, I'll buy it definitely because there's liquidity there right now. If we get any pullback to that zone again, I'll look to buy. Yeah. GJ. Nothing really on GJ, similar to what I explained earlier on in GU. Let's wait for that price action. So this one is on the downtrend, and I'm just looking at divergence. I'm just just playing around it. I don't really trade this that much, but I'm studying most of all these pairs you see, I'm studying them. You know, this E card, I'm just trying to study them. So this is just an obvious down trend. Break up structure, came back to retest. I was looking at divergence earlier on so, to see it. And then it did went up but came back behind. So just studying these pairs. GN. G card. I think G card is moving sideways, nothing really, just waiting for a breakout to see what air price is gonna go breakout and correction. And I love GCHF. Yeah, I did some back testing on this pair. It's a lovely pair. I swear to God. GPCHF. You will love to trade this pair. It's very easy and it has a lot of fly and simple setup. Yeah, I love the pair GCHF. I did some back testing on it and it's a nice pair to trade. So I'll be looking at GCHF. So we're in this big correction. I hate when the correction is just too big. I don't always like it. Okay, what do you guys see on 4 hour? What can you see that is what pattern can you see on 4 hour? Okay, we might make money from this trade. So I'm looking at the chart box now. Someone tell me what pattern can you see forming on GBCHF now? What can you see from there? Yeah, so it's forming on head and shoulder. Head and shoulder is forming. Yeah, inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense, and you can say you can put it this way. Maybe from this high downtrend or whatsoever. Anyway, you want to connect it. You want to use the two recent touch, fine. And then what happened? Breakout of downtrend. Abi, now what's happening? We're having a flag. Abi, you can see after an impulse for a continuation to the upside. So I'm going to give you a lot of reason that this guy is going to go up. We're having reverse head and shoulder forming for a continuation to the upside. Okay, and let's go to 1 hour again and see. What can you see? Price change trend, and after it did change trend whatsoever from wherever, what happened? Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low now to go up, and more like break and retest. Gave a small head and shoulder right here also. More like break and retest, break retest, break retest, retest to go up. So this one, I'll be looking at this one. I'll be looking at this guy. And yes, of course, I would love to buy at a low price. So I'll be looking at that on lower time frame. That's my zone that I'll be looking at. If price should come back again, then I'd like to see a reversal there to go up. Rejected there one time and let's correct back there and let's see how it's gonna go. So MU, I took NU based on I took NU by based on break and retest. My battery is low, 9% now. Okay. Because of the trend. The trend is your friend, and I knew we broke out of this high. We're gonna create a flag to continue, but we didn't get a flag. We came back down to retest, and for 15 minutes we have a reverse account, so I got a big profit. Was the high, so took about 30 pips. NJ, same setup, but NJ didn't really do much, and they didn't do much. So one thing I'm looking at now is because we are an overbought market, so we might start to correct, but let's see if we're going to reverse. So we have that zone still. So anything happening above the zone, I'm not interested in selling unless we get a breakout of this. Then we have that flag. um, Then I'm interested because we have a shift momentum. The trend is your friend until it shifts. Okay, and that's all for tonight. So I'm not gonna go through all of that. I have a low battery already, and we have less than. Okay, let me quickly check NZ card. We have less than 7 minutes to go. NZ card. I didn't have NZ card because while I was marking up, I didn't really understand what it was doing. SD card, we broke out of this phase that I was seeing as a distribution phase. If I said no, sorry, I'm still gonna go up. So SD card, you can't buy at that point. You can't sell at that point. You can't buy here. You want to buy low. Okay. This would have been a lovely second opportunity to enter by profitable, but if I'm to, it's not really clear to me, but we have more like an ascending forming already right now for a reversal to the downside. I think because we already trading an overbought market, so that's what I think is happening. But yes, how am I going to get involved? Strong push to the downside, bearish flag. I would be interested in some. So anything other than that, I'm just going to stay away. Okay. Yeah. MZ card has been messy. Like, it has been. That's why I don't have it here at all because I'm not interested in trading it for now. There's a lovely pair, but I'm just not interested in trading. So that'll be all for tonight, guys. If you have any question, make sure you message me or put it on our Telegram group. I'll see some reply. And for now, I'm going to say good night. And I'll be posting all analysis in the morning tomorrow. So I'll be looking to trade New York session tomorrow. Of course, I'm seeing that also. So good night, guys. See you guys.